Guys, I want everyone to give a big hand clap for all the volunteers, the coaches, and everybody in the team. They woke up this morning and left their wives, their kids, their families to come out here and to help you guys better your fundamentals, but at the same time teach you guys a little bit about life, giving you some things that'll help you push through these drills to make you a better person. That's what football can do for you. It can teach you more things than just making tackles and throwing good passes and catching great passes. It can teach you a lot about life. So again, thank these coaches for sacrificing their time to come out here and do that for you guys. All right, listen up, listen up. I've already talked to you guys about 3D and what it stands for. I've already told you guys who I am and my career, but I didn't tell you about my path to my career. A lot of you guys are new, so these are the things you need to hear. Because a lot of you guys are going down the same road I've been down. I got the scars to prove it. And I want to tell you a little bit about my story so you don't have to fall in those same potholes I fell into and get the same scars I have. All right, I want you guys to be better than me. I want you guys to achieve more than me. I don't want you guys to be successful, okay? So listen up, all right? I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I lived just down the street from this school. I lived in all these apartments and all these homes over here from 1980 until about 88 when I moved to Florida. But when I came back in 92, I started my football days over at Cunningham Middle School in the 6th grade. I started playing ball in the 7th grade, and that's when things started to turn for me, right? When I was in elementary, everything was very sheltered, right? Everybody protected me, but in middle school, some poor choices came in front of me. And I didn't have the courage or the strength to say no to those poor choices. Guys, I did some things I wasn't supposed to do when I was in the 6th grade and 7th grade. I was talking reckless and doing things that I shouldn't have been saying to adults who I should have had more respect for, right? I was making bad grades. I failed 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. All 3 years straight, I failed them. Why? Because my attitude was not right. I was so busy making kids laugh in the classroom, being a class clown, instead of hushing my mouth and listening to the teachers and focusing on my grades. And because I didn't take my time to do what was right, to get a free education, guess what? I had to pay $75 every summer to go to school. I had to pay to get that education. I remember my first job. I was 14 years old. I had to go get a job because my mother said, I will not pay for you to go to school when you can go get this education for free. So I had to go and sack groceries over at Kroger off of Wolf Forest and Uvalde. I had to go over there and do that, you know. I had to learn how to earn my way because of my mistakes, right? You guys are in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. You're sheltered right now. Decisions are gonna come your way in the 6th grade. You have to have the courage, guys, to be stronger than I did. And when guys tell you to skip school, say no. When guys tell you to smoke some things that's gonna make you feel good and be cool, say no, right? When you're doing things, when guys are starting to pressure you with things, have the courage, guys. I didn't have it at your age. I didn't have somebody to tell me to do those things. My mother worked 2 jobs. My grandmother was bedridden. She was always home, but we were always out and about. And I was being led by negative influences. Never really had somebody to just challenge me as a man in my life and say, Cory, go down the right path. Don't do these things these guys are telling you to do. I didn't have that. So that's why I'm here today, guys, to share a little bit of my stories. Don't get these scars I have. Don't get these scars I have. Get your education while it's free. Don't pay $75 or whatever to go through summer school just so you don't have to be a big 7th grader when you should have been in 8th grade, but now you failed, so you got to redo 7th grade. And if you don't get it right, guess what? They're going to keep you there again, right? So learn from your mistakes, guys, all right? Learn from those mistakes. I learned from it, right? It took me 3 years. It took me a little while to get it, but I learned from it. I got into high school, and I was still doing bad things, still smoking stuff, still hanging out, still partying. And then I realized something. Guys were going to college. Guys were going to college. They had a chance to go to college, playing football. So I said, if I just stop doing these things and I learn how to get better at football, maybe I got a chance to go to college. And I did. I made the decision, guys. I had the courage enough to do so. I had good coaches around me that loved me and protected me. Coach Guillory and Al Segura. Those 2 guys, you guys don't know, but they were guardian angels in my life that kept me on those paths. Guys, you have men and women in your life right now that's keeping you guys on the path. Listen to them. Listen to them. A lot of people don't have these guardian angels in their life. You know, they don't, life gets in the way. Jobs take them out. Vacations take them out. They want to go do something because they don't have time for themselves. Guys, when you have people pouring life into you guys, soak it all in because they're giving you some things that's going to make you great in life. All right? Guys, what did I tell you about if a man asks you to do something, how do you respond?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir.
And if a woman asks you to do something, how do you respond?
Yes,
that goes a long way. I'm 37 years young. Guess what? When an adult older than me speak to me and they ask me to do something, guess how I respond? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
and guess what? More doors are open for you because you have manners. Guys, we've gotten away from that. I don't know what it is, but we've gotten away from that. And this camp helps us get back to those fundamental core values in life. It's having respect. You have to have respect, guys. But in order to have respect, you got to be able not to disrespect anyone. All right? Guys, don't be calling each other by the N-word. I hate that. I hate that. Don't call nobody the B, or don't call nobody anything outside of their name. Call them who they are. All right? Don't do that, guys. Perception is everything. What you say come out of your mouth, people perceive, they look at that and say, that's who that person is. Make sure it's good things coming out your mouth and not bad things. Make sure it's things that's building people up and not tearing them down. Make sure it's good things that's keeping you looking good in people's eyes, where they love being around you because of your attitude and the good things that come out of your mouth that's flowing from your heart. They want to be around kids like that. But when you have negative things come out your mouth and you tear people down, and you don't do the right things and say the right things, guess what? People don't want to be around you. People don't want to be around that. We got to get back to using your manners. We have to get back to having respect. In order to have respect, guys, you cannot disrespect. All right? Guys, everybody love money, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I thought I would have had more responses from that, huh? Yeah. A lot of folks love money. And a lot of folks want to grow fast so they can have money. All right? Money can help a lot of things, but money is not everything. Guys, we live in a world right now where quick gratification is king. You pick up a cell phone now and you want to connect with your friends, what you do? Boop, Instagram. Boop, Facebook. Oh, I heard something go off a text, right? Look, when you get on video games and you want to link up with somebody and play, I don't know, calm down. When you do so, guess what? Oh, boom, let's link up. You can do that right now. Instant gratification. We love it. We live in the world. We live in the world and do that. But guess what? I come from an era where my grandmother and my grandmother's grandmother and older people that was around me used to dig in the dirt, lay lines down, and they plant seeds in those dirts. And they plant seeds and they cover it up. And then they start to water it. They start to cultivate it. They start to let the sunlight hit it. They start to, talk to it. The more you talk positive things to it, the flower will just blossom, right? They start to do those things, and then when that plant become a corn, and the harvest is high, shoot, they cut it down, and guess what? Now they have food on their table, right? They have food on the table. And so, guys, we live in a world where everything seems like you got to push a 30-second button on the microwave and you get instant food. Life is not a 30-second button, guys. You cannot rush the things in life. What's for you is for you. When is your time? All right? Learn the value of $1, right? Learn how to get up and work every day. Learn from the people around you. If you don't have it in your homes, look at the coaches, look at the teachers, look at the people in your community that's standing upright citizens and look at how they do things. Model after them. They showing you how to do it. That's why leaders, all the guys in high school, that's why I told you guys, be careful what you do and you say because these kids are watching. The younger ones are watching. They're watching you whether you know it or not, or whether you like it or not. So whether you know it or not, you guys are leaders. You're leading in a positive way or you're leading in a negative way. The decision is up to you guys, all right? I pray that you guys choose to lie, all right? Always do something that's going to inspire these guys to be better, all right? To be better, man. That's what it's all about. You have to respect. But in order to get respect, you can't disrespect. Use your manners. Let's keep those values in check, all right? Show respect to one another by not calling them out of their names, calling them something different. Talking bad. We have a young lady in there, Austin, where you at? Guys, we have to start. We have young ladies that's going to one day be young mothers. We have to show respect, guys. You guys are going to have wives. One day you're going to have daughters. The way you talk to women now, guess what? You think you're gonna talk to your daughter like that?
No.
I came up reckless, guys. I came up reckless. I was talking reckless to all kind of ladies when I was growing up. Listening to songs and saying the same things, doing the same things these guys were saying, because I heard it all the time. So that was in my speech. And so when I got older, that's how I used to talk. But when I had my daughter, those words stopped. It stopped because I got a young lady now, and I'm not gonna call my daughter that. I'm not gonna treat her like that. So you have to start these things now, man. You gotta start thinking about these things now. All right? A farmer was walking down the road one day, and he looked down and he saw a little plant that was dying. Leaves was falling off. He had 1 or 2 leaves on there. He saw it was dying. He had compassion for this plant. He picked the plant up and he took it back to his farm. On his farm, he had a lot of acres and a lot of ponds. And he knew that if he planted this tree right next to that pond, from the water, from the rains filling it up, and that pond was always thick, this tree will be able to pull the water source from that pond to grow and hopefully live. So the farmer did. He planted the tree, the dying tree, the tree he had so much compassion for, right next to his pond. And years later, that tree started to thrive. That tree started to grow. The little green little trunk started to turn brown. It started to get thick, it started to get hard, it started to grow bigger, bigger, and bigger. 15 years down the road, this tree now is an apple tree. And his family now get a chance to lay underneath the leaves and feel the cool breeze from the wind blowing through and not have the rays of the sun on them and enjoy delicious fruit from this tree that was once dying. Guys, all of you guys are those trees. All of you guys are those trees. And you guys are planted. You guys are planted right now in soil, whether you know it or not. All of you guys are growing. You're blossoming into beautiful people, man. Y'all gonna be great people doing great things down the road. Listen up, sit up, sit up, listen up, sit up. Look, the people who are pouring life into you are these coaches. The people who are pouring life into you are your parents. The people who are pouring life into you, talking to you, watering you, making sure you grow, that you get stronger, is the ones that love you, the ones that care for you, the ones that speak life into you, all right? Soak that up. Don't take that for granted, because people don't have that. Everybody don't have it. So if you have that in your life, keep it, guys. Keep it, I promise you, man, keep it. It's special. It's special. It's gonna make you better men, and it's gonna make you better lady down the road when you become older, because people are pouring life into you guys, all right? Now, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Thank you for your ears. I hope and I pray that you guys take all of the things we taught you guys on the field and some of the things we had you hear from me, all right? Take it and use it, all right? Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Don't be a hearer of the word, be a doer of it, guys, okay? And learn to choose the harder right than the easier wrong. Choose the harder right in life. Whether you get picked on, whether you get talked about, who cares? You're doing the right things in life. And if you continue to do the right things in life because you continue to choose the harder right, your life will be much better. You will enjoy much food, all right? Don't choose the easy wrong in life, because the easy wrong is pushing the 30-second button on the microwave for instant gratification. And nothing great comes out of that in life but destruction and pain and hurt. And I pray that you guys don't push the 30-second button, all right? Grind for everything else you have in your life, all right? If you have any questions, what's your question? You forgot it? Anybody have a question? Yes.
So, you played against a lot of famous people?
Yes. Yeah. I played against a lot of famous people on the field. I remember when I was with the Lions, and Jerry Rice was towards the end of his career, he was with the Oakland Raiders. And I was standing on the sideline, and Jerry ran over to me, and I'm looking, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Jerry Rice. I was like, I'm gonna get a chance to hit Jerry Rice. That's pretty cool, because I play defense. So I was able to run around and hit quarterbacks and running backs and wide receivers. So it was really cool to play against future Hall of Famers like that and have fun on the football field. And I also played against a big offensive lineman that was in the Hall of Fame now. His name is Larry Allen. This dude is strong. He is strong. And I played against him, and it was a very good day for me because I got 2 sides on. And for me, I was very, riding high because I looked at him when I was your age, playing for the Cowboys, and I idolized him, and it was really good to play against him and to make plays. Yes. I played, good question. I played 6 years with the Lions. I played 1 year with the Seahawks. I played 2 years with the Baltimore Ravens, 3 years with the Indianapolis Colts, and I played 1 year with the Cardinals. I spent 13 years in the NFL. Yes. Did I play with the Honey Badger? Yes, I did. Did I play with the Honey Badger? He was an outstanding player. Outstanding player. Yes. What was my favorite team? All of them that paid me. You know what? Hold on. My favorite team was it was the Ravens. I have to say that because when I first started playing football, in the NFL, my team was the Lions, and we didn't win a lot of games. As a matter of fact, I'm in the Hall of Fame for losing all the games during the season. In 2008, we lost every game. We lost all 16 teams. All 16 teams. So we lost all of those. Hold on. So, that was my favorite team because I played with Ray Lewis. I played with Ed Reed. I played with Terrell Suggs. I played with Ray Rice. I played with Facker. I played with all these guys who were phenomenal players. And so it was great to have fun with these guys on the field. That was my favorite team, yes.
When was your last year in the NFL?
When was my last year? It was 2015. And we lost in the NFC Championship team to the Carolina Panthers. And then they lost to the Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning. Wait, hold on. Yes. I have one ring from Texas and my wedding ring. I didn't win the Super Bowl. So I don't have any rings. Hold on. A couple more questions, guys, and I have a special guest, and I want to share some words with you guys. Yes. Listen up, huh?
What college did you go to?
What college did I go to? I attended the University of Texas. I played under Mac Brown, and I played there from 1999 to 2002. All right, last question, hold on. Yes, sir, I did. I played against him. The cover, you can think about what the cover may tell about the book, but the cover can mean something different until you open the pages and read it, okay? Until you open the pages and read it. This man right here has done tremendous things outside of the music arena, right? He allowed music to be the platform for him to do tremendous things that's in his heart to impact people and kids in his community. He went off and, took classes at the University of Houston. He went to college. So all of these things, all of these perceptions of people that's in the rap game is not everything what it's caked up to be, okay? Because people can paint these pictures without knowing the people who they really are. Shame. You gotta know who they really are and why they do what they do. So guess what, guys? Again, give your attention like you gave me the attention, all right? Give him the respect like you gave me the respect. And everybody give a great warm welcome to my friend, Paul Walker.